Good evening. We are so excited that you are all here tonight. And if you're watching the recording, we're happy that you can do that also. My name's Julie White. I live in Pennsylvania, and it's really an honor for me to introduce our lovely guests tonight, Mark and Krista Harris. They're going to be sharing with us about cellular activation and just some amazing information that has really been life-changing for me and my family. And I'm so grateful to know them and to be able to introduce them. So Mark and Krista Harris, they come from a ministry missionary background, having served overseas for many years with Youth with a Mission, or YWAM, full time. And they were introduced to Life Vantage back in 2010 by Krista's mother, Jackie Shepherd, and she is a well-respected author, speaker, and Christian counselor, and also an executive consultant with LifeVantage. And LifeVantage has served as a funding source and tool of transformation for Mark and Krista, providing a financial engine for them to continue ministry, particularly in the areas of the performing and fine arts, the global pulpit of entertainment, and for the family unit. Veterans of screen and stage acting and production, they are currently partnering with the Annie Moses Foundation to bring theatrical productions to life at the Packard Playhouse Theater and Main Alive Studios in Columbia, Tennessee, and providing artistic talent to various projects for the advancement of godly entertainment and art. Mark and Krista also are committed to helping young families learn how to raise children who follow God into their teen and young adult years. They live in Greenwood, Missouri, and are proud to have their three children now serving and studying in full-time ministry mission settings. So we are just thrilled to have you here tonight, Mark and Krista, and excited to hear from you. And so I'm just going to turn the time over to you, my friends.
Hey everybody, it's so fun. I love Zooms with everyone's pictures on the screen because I know who's here with us. Welcome tonight. If you're a guest, we're so thrilled that you're taking a look at this. And I'm just going to talk for a minute or two, and then Mark's going to do a little bit of a presentation on this company and why it has been so impactful in our lives. You heard Julie in her introduction talk a little bit about what we do and our background. And I want to tell you that we did not join this particular company just so that we could join a company and teach health and wellness to people globally. That was not the goal. What happened is that we do have hearts for ministry, and we do have hearts for helping families learn how to do family well around the world. And we needed a funding source in order to fulfill some of the purposes for which we feel we've been created. We've been married for 28 years. And three children who are 24, 22, and 19. And you get to a point in your life and your marriage where you realize we want to continue doing the things that God's called us to do, but our funding, because we had come off of the mission field from being funded to support-based missionaries, we had to figure out what to do financially. And this fell into our laps after a couple of months of praying and seeking God, going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And little by little, we began to understand that it was a tool. And it was an opportunity for us to not just do what we do around the world, but to also really help families to fund their families, to hit their goals financially, and to relieve some of the pain and financial pain and difficulties that so many people are facing. And so we had no idea, y'all. We had no idea. We did not come from a business background. We did not come from any kind of direct sales, anything. And so we have 15 years of experience now, but that's not what we were looking for. But God had other plans, and thankfully we were open to that. And so Mark's going to share a little bit about the company, about some of the products, but mostly about what has happened on the business side so that it's been able to be a blessing to us, our family, and our children, to my parents, and to thousands of others who have embraced the products and the business to really be a blessing to everyone that they come in contact with. Mark?
Yep, all that is true. And I'll add this as well. When we first saw this, we had limited experience with people approaching us from network marketing opportunities, and we liked the products. We had network marketing products in our home, but the idea of doing a network marketing business was never something that we considered. We thought it would be mutually exclusive of going around the world and doing ministry as we had known it to that point. But we found in this opportunity a culture that allowed us to be who we are as followers of Jesus and promoting that freely, and products that we didn't have to get hyperbolic about. We didn't have to, I didn't feel the pressure to make claims or say things that weren't true. And I don't know in my 61 years of life that I've experienced something other than the gospel that exceeded my expectations or delivered on things that were being told to us about these products and this business opportunity. It is the products have been far beyond anything that I could imagine. So everything you're going to hear about the products, although that's going to be limited tonight, is absolutely phenomenal. And the business, when done correctly, I think network marketing is a lot like church. If you get the right one, it's awesome. It's like a restaurant. If you get the bad one, run for your life because you're going to get sick and it's terrible. So we found the good one. Fortunately, this is our first rodeo. I'm not interested in any other rodeos. Once you've discovered leveraged income, we didn't know what that was 15 years ago. It's been said that once you understand leveraged income, like building a pipeline, a financial engine, as Julie referred to, you would run through a brick wall to get it. And we're just grateful. We're grateful that the Lord provided this opportunity as a means for fueling the things that we feel passionate about. So I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully that will keep us on time a little bit. A little bit. People that know me are scared now because they know I have 48 slides in my slide deck, and they're like, "Oh no, Mark's sharing slides." But I'm going to try to zip through these just as quick as I can tonight, and hopefully that'll just keep us on track because I I tend to get divergent. So let me minimize this, and for some reason that didn't want to start, so I'm going to start again. Slideshow, play from start. That's what I want.
Cool.
Oh, it's not doing it.
What is it doing?
I don't know. I don't know, Krista. I don't
I
know. I'm
see it
freaking out.
trying.
Might have to use it in that format. I don't know. You guys see that okay? I want to assume that's a
Yes,
yes.
yes, we
Okay.
see it.
And so
Absolutely.
Krista talked a little bit about our mission story. We've served in over 40 nations between the two of us. That's some of our work with University of the Nations and YWAM. I see some of my YWAM tribe mates on the call tonight. Aloha, talofa to wherever you are, especially my island Pacificers, Pacific Islanders. This is me. This was a 4 year, 4 month, and 4 days stint in an orange apron in Kansas City at the Bannister Mall, Home Depot. Krista mentioned that we had to come off the mission field in 2006 due to the housing market collapse. And I found myself working for an hourly wage, 40 hours a week, and any overtime I could get. And it was miserable. And she said we'd been praying a couple months, but in reality, I prayed every day, all 4 years, 4 months, and 4 days in that orange apron. And I realized that that is what most people live with. Most people live at 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and they do that for 40, 50, 60 years, only to discover that they can't live on 40, 50% of what they were making when they were working. So here's my question for you tonight. If you knew about something that would fundamentally change the lives of the people that you love the most, would you share that with them? You may not know me. If you knew about something that would fundamentally change my life for the better, would you share that with me? And the answer to your question has a lot to do with how you respond to this information tonight. Perhaps you're a product person. You're just looking for better health and better wellness. We have some disruptive products that the world has never seen. This company has proprietary products that they're leveraging to create something called activation in our bodies. And that new disruptive technology has afforded those of us who are consultants with this company called LifeVantage an opportunity to create extra income. And we've done just that. I worked, as a kitchen designer for all 4 years in that orange apron. This was Easter Sunday, 2010. Krista took the kids, dressed them up, took them to church, and brought them to see their daddy at Home Depot because I couldn't have the day off because we had a cabinet sale on Easter Sunday in 2010. And this is a picture that lives on my nightstand to remind me of this painful season, but the faithfulness of the Lord to bring us through that season and give us an opportunity to transform not only our family's lives, but the lives of hundreds and hundreds of other families, and perhaps your family as well, if you, depending on how you respond to this information. So, but for things to change for us, things had to change. I had to change. We had to change our paradigm. And so we've gone from the misery of living sort of hand to mouth during that season. And we've been able to expand our ministry globally. We were able to do a master's program through the University of the Nations in spiritual formation and discipleship. Super grateful for that season that we studied in around the world, really, in Cape Town, South Africa, and England, and Turkey, and Istanbul. We've been able to do lots of shows here in Nashville now with our children and really seeing fruit from that ministry as well in the performing arts. And we've surrounded ourselves with some of the most incredible people on the planet to help us learn how to navigate this particular business that we've chosen, this profession of changing people's lives through network marketing and LifeVantage. And so, for those of you that are praying, that are looking for something, we think we found it, perhaps maybe not for you. And so that's the deal tonight. If you see something that looks good to you, just let the person know that invited you. Hey, that sounds great. How do I get started? And they will tell you how to get started. And as we finish this presentation tonight, I'll show you the name of the company is LifeVantage. We've been front of Jersey sponsor for a major league soccer team, Real Salt Lake. We have a fantastic Jeep program that once you reach the elite ranks, the executive ranks in our company, they give you the title and registration for a new Jeep Wrangler. Ours is 12 years old now. And I drive it every day, and it's awesome. It's like Barbie for boys. We're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. You can see our corporate headquarters there in Utah. And this all started with an ABC primetime investigative report. John Quinones heard from his buddy, who is the health producer at ABC News, who heard from his buddy, Montel Williams, about a new disruptive technology that was being developed at the University of Colorado in Denver. If you have not seen that ABC Primetime Investigative Report, ask the person that invited you to this presentation tonight, say, hey, can you send me a link to that? I'd love to see it. It was mind-blowing for me. It's 9 minutes long, and because we're trying to finish this as quickly as we can tonight and keep it short, I won't take the time to show you that video. But if you have not seen it, you need to see it. Here's the gist of it. In less than 2 weeks, John Quinones had his blood tested before and after starting this product called Protandim in RF2. And that's just like it sounds, in the letters NRF and the number 2, which is our flagship product. This product was shown to decrease the cause of aging and disease by 40% in 30 days. Well, who else can say that? Nobody. In 6,000 years of recorded history, no one has ever been able to reduce oxidative stress in such a profound way. And so we have patents on that. We have a proprietary blend that nobody can copy. And after 30 days, of looking in a test tube, scientists could no longer distinguish an 80-year-old for a 21-year-old. I tell you, the people I went to school with, the people I went to high school with, the people I went to college with, and Krista will tell you the same story. The people that we have surrounded ourselves with for our whole lives look at us and they're like, "You're how old?" I'm 61, friends, and I'm running circles around 40-year-olds where we work. Krista is too. We're working insane hours, and we love what we do. And these products, these activation products have allowed us to do that more. What is activation? If you think about the nucleus in your cells being a control room, every nucleus in your body or every cell has a nucleus. And if you think about this being a metaphor, it's a control room for all the systems in your body. There's a system of genes called survival genes. And our products, our activating products, particularly Protandim, our tri-synergizer products, are designed to go into the control room and reset the switches to operate optimally like they did when you were very young. Sometimes, well, most of the time, as we age, these systems become compromised. They decay over time. They don't communicate well with the rest of your body. And so sometimes your body doesn't know to upregulate the enzyme production that it had when you were 18, 21, 25. What our products are designed to do is reopen that communication system to allow your body to recognize an insult and then respond to that insult. Super elegant system. It's complicated. It's scientific. We don't have the time to go into the science tonight, but here's the main thing that I want to communicate about our products. For in my entire life, or at least for 40 years, we've been told that the way to fight this free radical damage that cause oxidative stress was to take direct antioxidant supplements, mangosteen, resveratrol, vitamin E, vitamin C. The problem is your body can't metabolize enough of those ingredients to do anything about the prolific number of free radicals your body's producing in any given 24-hour period. So rather than fighting a forest fire or a house fire with a Dixie cup of water, that's the metaphor we like to extend to these direct antioxidants. Rather, we just turn the system on, the fire extinguishers, the hardwire system that's built into your body to begin with. It was designed with the system. That's why when a 12-year-old gets sick, the doctor says, well, the best thing for that kid is to go home and rest because your body begins to respond to the insult, right? So what we're trying to do is get your body to operate like it was when it was very young. That is the fundamentals of activation. So I want to be really clear. Biohacking is the sort of loose terminology that our new products fall in. There are two domains for biohacking. One are the artificial compounds, sometimes known as drugs, pharmacogenomics, and they're trying to do the same thing many times. The new domain of pharmacogenomics is trying to work on this activation, these switches that allow your body to respond to these insults. Only drug companies can make therapeutic or diagnostic claims, so we don't do that. Our products are all natural. We're not allowed to make therapeutic or diagnostic claims. You will find that people will respond if they're struggling with a particular condition. They will say, holy smokes, I didn't know that your products would help with my X, Y, or Z. Well, we're not allowed to make those correlations. But if you go on to the National Library of Medicine's online repository, the National Center for Biotechnological Information, the NIH, this is PubMed.gov. I was ignorant about all of this world. I was a missionary and an artist and a performer and a lot of other things, but I was not a clinician or a scientist. PubMed was new to me. But any medical doctor or practitioner worth their salt absolutely knows about PubMed. And with great confidence, you can go to PubMed and you can type in the terms oxidative stress and see that as of 2 weeks ago, there were 378,918 results correlating this condition of oxidative stress and really bad things. What are those things? Name it. They're all on there, right? So if oxidative stress plays a role with the degeneration of your health and wellness, we have a formulation, a tool to reverse that process. Will it fix it? Is it a cure-all? Well, we can't make that claim. But we know that since 1960, the studies on oxidative stress have been exploding in an exponential rate. And we also know that over the last 16 years, there have been 28 peer-reviewed studies on our formula, namely Protandim. Our all-natural product has endured and overcome more scrutiny than perhaps any other formulation in the history of mankind and come through with flying colors. I think it'd be awesome to do an all-day seminar of somebody to go through each of these peer-reviewed studies. Two of them are inconclusive, but the other 26 are pretty profound. And if you know somebody that is into science and into medical geekery, this is a great place for them to go down the rabbit hole into the weeds because there's some fantastic stuff. I would also refer you to the study on NRF2 activation by the Washington State University. Profound stuff that they were concluding. Again, we don't have time to go into it. Here's the takeaway. If you're activating your body through these products, you're dealing with all your major organs, your skin, your kidney, your joints, your lungs, your circulatory system, your respiratory system, your lymphatic system, all of it. And so we can't predict what that's going to do for you individually. But if you're looking for more third-party validation, we have been scrutinized and endorsed and validated by some of the highest levels of medical publications and journals, Free Radical Biology and Medicine. The American Heart Association have done two studies and published their findings favorably in their journal Circulation. Ohio State, Virginia Commonwealth, Colorado State, Harvard, Northwestern, Louisiana State, American Heart Association. The reports go on and on and on. There's also this anecdotal stuff. NBC, ABC, Today Show, Forbes, Wall Street Journal, PBS, back when journalism used to be a thing. But we also have this. Let me go back because this is funny to me. Um, the day that Donny Osmond appeared on Dr. Phil was a milestone for us. This is what he had to say as well. Let me do this.
All right, so where do you get the energy? Seriously, I mean, look at you. Well, I mean, we've known each other a long time. We've passed. You don't ever get older.
Well, thank you. It's quite funny because, people are kind of shocked when they hear that I'm 54 years old and they say, how do you keep your youth? I have found something, Dr. Phil, that I think is the closest thing to the fountain of youth.
Oh, you do have a secret.
You have a secret, and I've never really talked about it. I've been doing this for the last 2 years. It's called Protandim, and it works. And I'm telling everybody about this.
You feel differently.
I do.
Because you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're hitting the times, you're getting where you're supposed to be.
I have
You're
to
doing
be on the spot all the time.
So that's funny to me. Some people will never look at a peer review in their life, but they will sure listen to Donny Osmond or Dr. Phil. We didn't stop there. We further developed these activating products. Our Protandim Tri-Synergizer include a mitochondrial component and an NAD component based on sirtuin activity. When combined, these three products, again called the Tri-Synergizer, they're helping expression and upregulation of these really, really significant survival genes, these enzymes, on a profound level. You can see some of the charts there comparing the individual expressions with NRF2 versus the Tri-Synergizer. So again, when we started, we could barely afford Protandim. we couldn't afford pickles or shoes, right, for our kids. So we needed a way to afford these products. Basically, I saw profound changes in my physiology in a very short period of time. I had a huge personal experience with Protandim NRF2 and continue to see just huge benefits at 61 with all of these products. But again, they're not free, but I knew that we needed these. And when I began to understand the science behind, wait a minute, we're activating all of these pathways. And again, more medical geekery that we don't have time to do. But if you're looking for validation, if you're looking for a really robust scientific product that nobody else has, I'd say we have a lock on that. I've never seen anything with as much science and scrutiny and validation as our products have. Again, activation is what we do. We're flipping the switches back on. That's the easy way to understand it. Again, you could get a PhD in nutrigenomics and epigenetic expression, which is what we do. I don't recommend it. I recommend that you just let people know a revolution in health and wellness is coming. You need to take a look at it, and that's what we do. We have developed this product line and expanded to a whole spectrum of products, including liquid collagen that helps your body actually make its own liquid collagen. It's a natural GLP-1 activating system. We have a new Phyto P84 combination system that are helping your body in a very complementary way activate your own microbiome, helping your gut-brain connection. So there's lots and lots of really tremendous benefits. But if you're like me, you're trying to pay the bills. And when you look at the need of these products, you're like, man, I need that. I need that. I need that. I need all these products. Well, how am I going to afford that? That's a real question, right? I need Protandim. I need GLP-1. I need Axio. I need facial cleanser. I need shampoo. My dog needs Pet Tandem. I need Axio, right? All these fantastic products. So what we began to realize very quickly is every time we took these products, somebody got paid. 9 people, in fact, got paid. This is a screenshot. It's sort of out of place in my presentation tonight, but this is where we stand. LifeVantage is publicly traded. This is the day that we rang the bell on the NASDAQ stock exchange. We think this will be a huge next thing once people begin to understand the importance of activation and the fact that they don't have to endure the limited benefits of what they've experienced in the past. We are open all over the world. You see some of our wonderful Asia Pacific leaders on the call tonight. We're expanding Hong Kong, Japan, Thailand, Singapore, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand, and then eastward and into Europe as well. Austria, Belgium, Germany, Spain, France, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, United Kingdom, Dominican Republic. If you know anybody in any of these nations, you should pick up the phone and say, hey, Are you looking for extra income? Are you looking for a business opportunity? Because I think I found the next Apple computer. I think I found the next revolution, right? But there's a certain number of things for any business that you need to consider. The company, how's it doing? What's the track record? What's the culture? What's the success rate? Is it publicly traded? Is it financially stable? Does it have a vision for the future? Timing. Am I ahead of a growth curve or am I behind the growth curve? I love Amway. I know people that did very well in Amway, but you're about 50 years behind the growth curve in Amway, friends. But they're a $6 billion a year industry business, good company. But I'm not joining Amway as a consultant. I'm just not doing it. Trends. Where's the market going? Especially when you consider digital marketing and social sharing that we get to enjoy now. People are going from a one-to-one model to a one-to-many model just by opening a pack of Axio on social media and sharing or showing their daily protocol of taking GLP-1. People get excited about that and they say, "Hey, what's that you're taking there?" So that's absolutely a thing, and that's happening more and more and more. Products. Is it consumable? You can sell. I sold cars in college, made good money. I sold Acuras, great car. But there was no residual income with that. I got paid. I sold a car, I got paid. Then I had to sell another car, get paid again. Well, with a consumable product, people like me are going to take these products every day for the rest of my life, and somebody's going to get paid. 9 people are going to get paid every time I do that. That sounded like a good business model to me. Is it efficacious? Does it work? Is it necessary? Will people miss it if they don't take it? Absolutely. You ask your neighbor, hey, what would you do without your refrigerator for the next 10 years? Is that important to you? What would you do without a car for the next 10 years? Well, some people can make it, but I'd rather not. Now that I know that what a refrigerator does, I'd rather keep my refrigerator. Thank you very much. Same with these products. Now that I know what they do, as long as I can afford them, I'll never go without taking them. Compensation. Is it attainable? Is it fair? Is it something that anybody could do? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm a recovering knucklehead. I married well, but even I can do this. Is it lucrative? Absolutely. And I'll show you here in just a moment. Is there leverage? Sure. Every time, like I said, for the rest of my life, I will consume these products. And that's leverage for the people, my mother-in-law, and the people who share this with her, for as long as they're alive, as long as they remain consultants. Is it simple? Can anybody do this? I mentioned the feasibility of doing this. Sure. As long as you have integrity, you have humility, you're coachable, you have a burning desire to share it with people because you have to talk about it. You have to be open to sharing it. But there are people open to hearing about it as well. Is it duplicatable? Sure. And is it proven? Well, for 15 years, we've seen these products prove themselves over and over and over and over, and real people get paid. People like me. And you don't have to do it alone. In fact, I would recommend that you not do it alone. It does require some coachability and humility to do the things that people who have had success are encouraging you to do. 15 presentations a month is a good benchmark. If you're not doing 15 presentations a month, this kind of thing, inviting people to these calls like them, or one-on-one meetings at coffee shops or at hotel meetings, your business probably won't grow. And that's okay. You can be a customer. Great. We love that. But if you want to create financial freedom for your family, for yourself, for the people around you, there's some things that you have to do. And we learn that through the mentorship and the system around us. I was an ignorant of this profession of network marketing. Robert Kiyosaki and Jim Rohn, two fantastic thought leaders that I basically became a student under their tutelage. I read Robert Kiyosaki. I listened to everything. I get my hands on Jim Rohn, and a lot of other people. Tony Robbins is one. John Maxwell is another one that helped me change my paradigm from a coin operated employee mindset to an entrepreneurial business mindset. This is a sample of our compensation plan. This is based on a theoretical chart, a 5 by 5. So you find 5 people who find 5 people based on the sales volume required at each of our ranks in our first level. If you find 5 people with $300 in sales volume, which is a requirement at our third level, it's about $150 a month. Now, friends, $150 a month for me when I was in an orange apron was huge. Perhaps you know something about that. Um, would I do this for the rest of my life for $150 a month? I don't know. I don't know that I would give up some of the things that we to which we feel called to travel for events for that for 15 years. But fortunately, we didn't make $150 a month for 15 years. We very quickly moved to the five people finding five people level because we found passionate people who were open. And when they had experience with these products, they shared it with people who were open as well. That second level became about $600 a month. Well, during the pandemic, people were losing their minds over $600 stimulus checks, quitting their jobs because they got an extra $600. Do you know anybody that could use an extra $600 a month right now at Christmas time? Absolutely, right? And so we went to work. We were like, wait a minute, everybody I know needs $600 a month. We very quickly went from being in the red with no money to start our business. We had to borrow the money from Mom Jackie to being in the black in 6 weeks. And then we were cash positive for the next 15 years. We've been way cash positive. Like we've never gone in debt in our business, which is unheard of. And we started for less than $1,000. The average cost of doing business in the United States to open a business is $82,000 at the outset. And then your monthly overhead is about 52% of your revenue. Meaning if you make $1 million in revenue, your overhead's about 500 grand for that. Well, our overhead isn't anywhere near that. Our overhead is what we personally consume. And I'm all for that. I'm trying to get more, more product in my body. So it's a different paradigm. And you can see very quickly if you help five people find five people, find five people, the numbers get really ridiculous very quickly. Listen, if we ever get to that crazy money down on that side, we're not there yet. But if we ever do, just realize I want you to know that I know, we know that that's not our money, right? I'd very much like to live on off 10% of what we make. Here's the profound number for me. That number on the bottom on your ninth level, if you build this out, and this is not a realistic chart, but if you were to able to find five people who find five people who find five people, and you do that 9 generations, 9 iterations, you've changed the lives and families of about 2 million people. Well, that's a heck of a life. And that's the kind of life that we have chosen to lead. That is impact. And we are all about transformation physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, relationally, and spiritually. That's what we do. So this very much fit within our calling, our vocational calling as missionaries and ministers. And these are real numbers. This is our income disclosure statement. And I want to wrap up here just momentarily. This is a, a legal document. I'll put it that way. It's a legal document that we submitted to the Federal Trade Commission periodically. They require our company to submit this to show how much our consultants are making. So our consultants right out of the gate, it's about $27 an average, which will not pay for your bottle of Protandim a month. But it's real money. That's commissions that you can make. And when you talk to people who have done network marketing in the past, that's an eye opener for a lot of them. Because most people that I've talked to that have done network marketing never made one red cent. So $27 a month, real money right out of the gate as a brand new consultant is pretty good. As a senior consultant two, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels down, it's $500 a month. We did that, how long? 3 months? 90 days?
Is that equivalent to, yeah.
Yeah, about 90 days. Not typical, but that's what our senior consultants do. And we can absolutely show you how to do that. The people on this call that invite you to this call can show you how to do that. When we hit managing consultant two, that was about 3 grand a month. That was right about a year for us. And I rolled up my orange apron and left Home Depot forever and ever to never return as an employee there. So I want to stop my screen there. We're at 42 minutes on the call. I'm at 38 minutes on my presentation. So I want to stop it there. Know this: we could talk about the products and the business for the next 2 hours. There's no way for me to disseminate, for us to disseminate everything that we know about these products. I just know that if you're the kind of person that's looking and praying, if you're open, um, I just think we've got the best thing going. It beats delivering food or newspapers.
Driving
Nothing
Uber.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with driving Uber. But the amount of potential on the upside, if you do this over the next 2 to 5 years faithfully, 15 presentations a month, you stay in control of your business. You always do what you say you're going to do. You attend these events that are provided by the company and provided by executives who have proven how to do this and you plug into that system, you will be successful. You just will, because there's 8 billion people on the planet who are looking for something like this. Not everybody will get it. Not everybody will want to do it. Unfortunately, most of the people in your family won't want to do it because it's you. That's a hard lesson to learn. But that's what I got for now. So if that interests you, if there's a number on that income disclosure statement that is compelling to you, let the person know that invited you. Hey, that sounds good. How do I do that? What do I need to do? And they'll say something like, okay, great. Here's what we need to do next. Let's get you enrolled. Let's get you on a subscription and get you some products and start your business. And we need to start telling people about this. So, Krista, final
That's
thoughts.
it tonight for tonight. The rest of us who are consultants on the call have another call to jump on to. A little bit of training tonight from corporate. So blessings, Merry Christmas to each of you, and Julie will leave it with you.
Okay, thank you, Mark and Krista.